Welcome back! DreamLeague Season 7 live here from the Monster Energy DreamHack Studios, sponsored by Monster Energy. And I think that perhaps Na'Vi needs some Monster Energy because they did not get their plan going in that first. Crap.
Good job. Good job, Flex.
All right, so actually Team Liquid just absolutely dominated Na'Vi. That was basically this game. We talked about it beforehand. We knew that the only way that Na'Vi is going to have a chance this game is if they make it to late game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have my hat back?
No.
Oh. I made a
Serves you
mistake.
right.
Sorry.
Bully.
Go ahead. Rub it in, Nahaz. Rub in your correct prediction.
Hey, look,
Go ahead, bro.
when you are playing a lineup like Na'Vi played in that game, people have a tendency to look at the cores and talk about the fact that Naga was maybe a little bit late, got punished in lane, but when your supports get behind with a lineup like that, you're in serious trouble. 7 minutes in, Seneko on his Night Stalker is level 2. The Disruptor is level 4 with boots. When the enemy team Disruptor does not fear your Night Stalker, you're just in trouble. And we've seen Seneko have game-defining performances at the 4 position. When he and Biver cannot impact the game at all, Navi's not going to win.
I think, you know, everybody always says when Disruptor is being played, it's like, oh, it's such a great hero, especially when you're ahead. You know, it's better hero when you are ahead. And that game, he just never was ahead, ever. It was just so difficult. And I really loved GH on his Keeper of the Light. His itemization was so good. He knows that he's up against a Night Stalker. Even if a Night Stalker doesn't do great, you're still gonna have that ultimate there that is gonna work against your Aghanim's upgrade.
Agnum's
So
upgrade.
he just didn't go for an Agh's upgrade.
Oh. Agnum's. Well, no, I'm the backup. I'm the backup in the rap video.
I hope you bring it during the actual battle.
I'm the
'cause
hype
Alright,
guy.
so I really like GH's itemization. I can't rep, guys. There's just nothing in my brain that connects there. It's just, you know, if I rap, I have to think of the rhymes beforehand, and then it's like, do these 2 words rhyme? And in my head, they have to also be spelled the same at the end, not just sounds.
Can
Because
you rap in Dutch?
I'm better at rapping in Dutch.
Can we
I
hear
would
some
imagine.
gangsta Dutch rap?
No,
Come on.
I keep that to myself.
down.
Oh, here we go. Dutch time. Pastries, horses, other shit Dutch is known for. Weird hats. Here we go. Here we go. Go, Sheever.
All right. Production just said we talk about the game. There's no rapping.
Production's just like, no.
No, shut down.
How often does that happen?
Oh, lots.
Too many times.
Thank you,
that happens.
production.
All right, so we have a clip. I mean, it was not a very exciting game. We do have a clip for the drawing board, and it just kind of emphasizes everything that we talked
Sorry.
about.
Sorry.
And well, that is basically what this game was if you are an Na'Vi fan.
All right. Lift up right here on the Lena. Nice sunstrike as we've been seeing.
Yep.
Kerpow! You
Yeah.
no longer exist. And Rubik just, you know, doing what he can.
I mean, Kuro was just so massive in the game. That's his second stolen Laguna Blade play onto Dendi's Lena, and he's just so much of Navi's damage in this game.
This is actually, you know, I think General played a great game. His combinations were good. The setups were good, but there's just nothing to follow.
No, I mean, certainly once Dendi's out of the picture, you know, you're talking about a 1-item Naga at this point. Pycat sitting on his completed Radiance finally, but they just have no damage once Dendi's taken out of the fight, and that's part of the reason, the problem with picking the Lena into the Doom as they did in the second phase.
The only thing they have, give me a line, that this whole fight, this whole combination, it's only Kuroki that they almost get, and then they don't end up getting him either, and then it's just people dying on the side of Na'Vi, and they're like, this Naga Siren is just not able to do anything.
But you just don't really have any path to win that fight as Na'Vi once Dendi's taken out. Almost the best thing that you can do is try and reset and concede the tier 3 tower at that point, but that's a problem in and of itself because that leaves the shrines vulnerable. That means you really do get stuck inside your base for the rest of the game as you would have pre 7.0.
Yep. And it's, I don't know, I feel like this game was almost impossible for them to win if they didn't do well in the laning stage, and it didn't. Now the question is, could they have done better in the laning stage? Because they went aggressive trialing with the Naga Siren. They thought, and they killed the Doom as well at the start. It looked to be going okay. But at the same time, you got that Bristleback just farming away against the Darkseer. He was just fine.
I think one of the things that you always look for when a team is struggling a little bit or not quite on its top form is the timing of the early support rotations.
Yeah.
And there were a couple times that Seneko rotated in a little bit late in the mid-game early, was able to get that big courier pick-off with the haste rune behind the Dire Tier 1 tower. But you saw it early on when Kuro on the Rubik has a really well-timed rotation to pick Dendi off inside the Roche pit. Seneko is there. He's eventually there at the tail end of the engagement, but he can't do anything else besides trade right clicks with Kuro. So that's not the kind of game that we're used to seeing from Na'Vi early on.
Yeah.
When they were playing well last year, their early rotations were extremely well-timed. And in a game where tempo really was everything, that's just hugely impactful.
Yeah, I think also, talking about Courier dying, Kuroki at the start of the game, sniping the Courier of Dendi. You're playing Nina. You need that Courier. It was such an impactful play. He was making a lot happen in the early stages of the game and basically securing that early laning stage for Team Liquid. It just everything fit together. And you always say, which team has the easiest to execute lineup?
Yep.
It was Liquid in this case.
It was Liquid in this case. I don't know why I went against.
You want to have some hope, for Na'Vi. And we have seen Na'Vi do very well, and often they have these plans that, sometimes don't really work out, but sometimes they're amazing. And this was one of the first category, not the amazing ones, unfortunately for them. But
it's important though when you talk about ease of execution is not a static concept. Every lineup has particular strengths and weaknesses at different times of the game, and so you create situations where you really have to execute at certain phases. And as we've been saying all along, this Na'Vi lineup, if you get to 30, 35 minutes even, you're loving life.
Yeah.
But they could not afford to screw up the early support play, and that's exactly what happened.
But was that the play or was it the heroes?
I think it was mostly the play, honestly.
Right.
I think you rewind 12 months or so ago, Seneko hits those timings on his rotations with Night Stalkers, and it's a much more even game. I think, like I said before the game, I think Liquid probably still finds a way to win before it goes super late, but I don't think that game should be quite as lopsided most of the time.
All right, so maybe they were tired after all.
Stinger out of the bee, guys. Stinger out of the bee. As I said.
Not the wasp.
But yet you picked...
Yeah, because I'm a man of hope, all right? I don't like to go by the book. I go by my gut, my heart. Not all life can be statistics and numbers. Sometimes you have to feel what's love. You heartless, robotic statsman.
It's like there are two planets. There's Earth and logic, and there's Slacks.
Oh, okay.
The orbits do not intersect. Ever.
How dare you? How dare you, Alan? All right.
I love you, Jake. I'm
you,
sorry,
Alan.
buddy.
I love you, Alan.
All right, excuse me.
Thank you, Father.
Schaefer's like...
Excuse me, if we were to pick an MVP for this series.
Oh, Curl right now.
Yeah?
I mean, come on. We've said all we could say about Kuro's Rubik. It's one of the iconic player-hero combinations in the history of the game, but you saw it on full display in this game.
Well, excuse me, Bristleback was a massive player.
Gotta disagree with you there, Alan. I gotta go for the Bristleback on this
You're
one.
nuts.
What do you mean? I'm nuts.
Curl
a Rubik with no carry is just a...
Excuse me, if we were to select an MVP from Na'Vi, I mean, they didn't win. But I would say that General, I think, would be the MVP on the side of Na'Vi.
I mean, sure, whatever. Right.
Are we trying to fill time here? You guys are killing me. Curl owned that game.
What?
He was amazing.
Who cares how good you are as Rubik?
He made every play.
He was good for his own performance. We were expecting good plays. It was, when Kuroki plays Rubik, everybody is expecting good things. He's a really good Rubik player. And he played Rubik really well that game as well, but he wasn't doing better than what he normally does.
Exactly. What's more impressive, to be born with a lot of skill and use that skill, or to be born a noob and reach skill through high effort?
I love you both, but there was a point in that game where I thought Dendi was going to be able to come back in, and Kuro just deleted Dendi out of 2 straight game-defining fights with the Laguna blade.
How did he have the confidence to do that? Because of the Bristleback backing him up.
Excuse me.
I don't think I'm going to win this one, guys.
Alan, I'm sorry. It's hard to be wrong.
Excuse
but
me.
you've lost. Go ahead.
If we look forward to the second game of this series, we're gonna see something entirely different. Am I right?
Yes.
I want to see Seneko. Like he's one of the most exciting Dota players in the world from the 4 position. We just didn't. That was not Seneko in that game. And this kid, when he gets his bounty hunter, when he gets his wisp, when he gets his signature heroes, he can just disrupt everything the enemy team is trying to do for the first 15 minutes. And when he has that low game impact, Navi's not going to win.
Mm-hmm. True. But if you excuse me, I want to point out General again.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like you know, it's such a sad thing that he plays well. I think he's the most stable player on that roster.
He really is, and I give him a ton of credit because he's really changed up his game. If you look last year, they had him on more farm intensive offlaners. He was the one who pioneered like Jug offlane, right? And he's gone back to the more traditional initiating offlane as of late for Navi and still been really, really good. There are not a lot of players, especially young players, that can do that.
Well, if you excuse me, I also have to point out Dendi. So I think Dendi going into the series, I mean, he played Jakiro mid the series before. I'm expecting something spectacular. I do feel like we also have some supports that need to get, like you're mentioning Seneko. He needs to help Dendi out a little bit. Here he's up against Miracle. It's gonna be a tricky one, right?
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you.
All right.
The Stinger's out, okay? They need to find something else. They need to swap it up because they've already tried everything that they can, dude. Now, I know we got dudes, we got dudettes, we got hoodoos, hodors.
What?
People coming out, they gotta switch it up, okay?
Excuse me?
Navi's gotta get different, dude.
I think he's on a roll here. He's about to break into freestyle.
I'm not. I'm just trying to be real, dude.
Excuse me?
Just trying to be real, dude.
Excuse me?
Dude! You can't understand me, dude?
Excuse me?
Dude! What's your problem, dude?
Excuse me?
Dude! We're caught in a loop, dude.
What did I get myself into?
We're ready for the gate start. By the way, if you'll excuse me.
Dude, enough of the excuses. So, dude.
Wait a second.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I dropped my note. Excuse me.
Dude, a little professionalism, please.
Excuse me, I dropped my note.
All right, dude.
Note card. Cue card.
But
if you'll excuse us,
Did you lose a bet?
Come on, dude. She's got a problem. She's got an issue, dude.
I know what problem you've got. If you'll excuse me.
She's a very polite, dude. She's a very polite dudette.
How are you over there?
I'm sitting back and enjoying the show.
I think that's what people at home do too.
Yeah. Dude, tell us a story from your childhood.
A story from my childhood?
Yeah.
I have like very little interesting.
What was the scaredest you've
ever been? It was so long
been?
ago, I can barely remember. The scariest I've ever been is when I stayed up. I was like 12, and I stayed up.
Excuse me.
And my mom,
you were 12?
And my mom let me watch Stephen King's It, the miniseries.
Why would she do that?
She was a very good mother, and I think she just was tired of hearing me complain, which I'm sure my wife is too. But that scared the hell out of me. Yeah.
Dude, are you gonna see the new one?
That's terrifying. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Sick.
It can't possibly be as good, but yeah, I'm into that.
I thought your scariest moment was gonna be when we declared war on Nazi Germany in your childhood. Back in the 1940s.
Excuse me. Let's not.
I'm thinking this rap battle easy game.
Hey, take it easy,
If
dude.
that's the type of shots you're gonna take.
Oh,
no.
You miss every shot you don't take.
I mean, you've had so many openings for age jokes. That's the path you take?
I mean, I thought it was pretty dank.
Excuse me.
Dude, stop.
I have to. Excuse me.
Production, why do you do this to us? We have careers, dude. So make us do this.
I disagree. You don't have a career. You have memes.
Gotta disagree with you, Alan. I feel like I have a thriving career.
Well,
You know?
I hope the players will excuse us for pushing them on to play the next game. Soon we'll have another game to be played. I also believe that soon we'll have some people in the war room ready to present us with said draft. But for now, we are still waiting for some players to enter the lobby, so you'll have to excuse us.
Yeah, excuse us.
I disagree. We're inexcusable.
I gotta disagree with you, Alan. I feel like we're pretty excused.
Are you sure, dude?
Let's not. Excuse me, but.
All right,
Okay.
Slacks.
Yeah.
Give me your next stupid Ags idea.
Hey! All right, I've been cooking
you'd
up
never
a few. Okay. Many people have asked, Techies Ags, what's the idea to do? How do you fix Techies? New Agnum Scepter called Sticky Mine. Check this out. It's an invisible mine that you walk over that you don't see without true sight. It does a shitload of
It's
damage.
like Poland.
Huh? Like Poland?
No, Poland.
Oh, and you walk, and it sticks to the hero that walks over
It
it?
sticks to
Some
the hero
plants
that you
do that.
walk
That's actually
over,
pretty
dude.
cool.
So, and if they get closer to another sticky bomb, it does a multiple of 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you sticky bomb an area and all the heroes clump together to do Roche, hype. Sticky bomb.
Does Techies, does Techies get vision over the sticky bomb target the whole time?
Yes, it's like a mini track.
That's actually...
Dude.
Seems
Okay.
slightly overpowered.
You think that's overpowered?
Well, I mean, most of his Ags ideas are like immediately game ruining.
No,
That's actually one
no,
of the
because I
worst.
really like the Lycan one
Yes.
and the Ursa
The
one.
pack and Cubs. That's right.
Do you know both of them?
Yes.
Give me a hero, Nahaz. I got them all. I got an Ags upgrade for everybody.
Necrophos.
Necrophos' Ags upgrade is great.
All right.
All right? It's called, I forget the word, but it's a word for like sick, you know, starts with a P. Oh, it's called Plague. Okay, so when you kill somebody with Rether's Scythe, in that AoE, they get the degen aura, and it's like a nuclear bomb. It's just forever.
What?
So you get a degen aura in that death spot forever. And then,
Wait a
the
second.
spot
The
or
Degen
attached to the
Aura
hero?
is an Omni-Knight skill.
oh, excuse me.
To
No, the
Heartstopper
Heartstopper,
aura.
yeah.
All right, right.
Yeah.
I knew what he meant.
So it's just like a plague that just sweeps throughout the land as long as he's alive. So you could just have the entire map covered in the Heartstopper aura. Don't even matter, dude. Listen, I'm not gonna keep saying, dude. You can't make me. I have rights,
Excuse me.
dude.
Who are you talking
I
to?
disagree. You do not have rights.
I hate my life. Anyway, yeah,
Excuse him.
pretty
All
hype.
right, you are Ice Frog. What's 7.06?
Damn. Well, we give Solar Crest to everybody. It's a item you start the game
Nice.
All right.
with. Yeah, type. Nature's Prophet is removed for ceremonial reasons.
What? Okay,
Why?
now what? Okay,
find
Dazzle,
out.
Wind Ranger,
You'll
and
find out.
Nature's Prophet is now on the list.
Yeah,
Why?
you'll find out. For 7.6. I think every patch they should remove a hero, and then
What?
they should re-add them in.
They should do like the Skeleton King
You
Ray
know,
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
that's what CSGO does with maps.
Really?
They have like a 6-map rotation, and then there's a 7th map that devs take out, and then they rework it, and then the next season they'll switch out another map and they'll rework that instead, and then obviously the map will still generally be the same, like we'll have the same character, it will just have some tweaks and
I do
things.
have something we could do.
All right.
In my spare time, I like to make heroes,
Okay.
and it's a hobby of mine. And I'm working on a new hero concept. Now, this is very interesting, okay?
I've heard of it 5 times by now, but it's fine.
Different hero. This is a new
really?
one. Yeah, yeah.
Really? Okay, I'm all
All right.
ears.
This hero is
Excuse me.
based around death. He wants to be dead, and he wants to deny his allies. So the thought experiment is, how could denying your allies make your allies happy and you happy? Now, he likes to die, this hero. So his passive ability is, he takes over any unit on the map as long as he is dead until he respawns, including creeps, towers, Roshan, anything that he clicks on as long as he's dead for that duration.
Enemy heroes?
No, that would be
Allied
a little...
heroes.
No.
Allied summoned. Lone Druid
No,
Bear.
but the trick is that anything he takes over gets the effects of his items. So let's say
Okay,
they're going uphill. You have your 5 butterflies. You hit your bloodstone. You die and you go into your tower, and then you're just like.
Okay, so basically, Slacks, what you've done is vindicate like every 3K pub player. Build Radiance and feed.
The hero wants to die.
Build Radiance and feed. Every hero. Okay.
Death makes him stronger.
I like it.
He's only weakest when he's alive, and he can't buy bloodstone. Think about that.
What's the rest of the skills?
What about, you guys got this as, I think you guys got this as a Twitter question a while ago, new item.
Oh, a new item?
Yeah, I liked this one. I thought this was really good.
Yeah, I always wanted a BKB, but for physical damage. I think you should be able to have a Ghost
So
Scepter.
you like a Guardian Angel item?
Yeah. Because when you think about it, every skill in Dota that a hero has is an item. Every single one. They're just transferred over. So I like to think of what skills are in Dota that aren't currently items, and how could you make those items. And I think having like a Ghost Scepter, which you could attack for against late game physical carries, would be super cool. Also, check this out. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This is called the Morph Stick. All right? You click it, and for 10 seconds, you turn into a random hero with all the skills. Think about it.
Why?
You're bounty hunter. It's 70 minutes. You are doing nothing for the game. Your skills are worthless. However, Morph Stick, oh shit, you're Dragon Knight!
Is it like
the tower?
Is it random in terms of all heroes in the game, or random?
Yes. You don't know. So the team fight's going on, you used all your skills. Shit, hit the Morph Stick. Who am I going to be?
But
no, I'm techies.
You turn into a Dragon Knight with like your items?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you build kind of general. You know?
I don't know.
Eh,
Morph Stick.
no.
All right.
All right, Chiefs?
I think I'd like an item that. So I like an item that you don't have to click. First of all, no extra clicking.
Easy.
right?
Easy.
I like an item that gives you a buff.
Okay.
For example, Thorns buff.
Thorns?
Thorns.
What is
So
that?
you get thorns, and then every time someone attacks you, you do damage because you're covered in thorns.
Oh, Blade Mail.
Yeah, but then
But a non-activatable.
But it's you still take all the damage. But
Yeah,
they
so
just
Blade Mail.
they just sticky themselves because they get thorns. They hurt themselves.
All right.
All right, you're thinking of a Blade Mail cosmetic.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm thinking more of a return.
Okay.
So my own answer, I actually think there needs to be like a 3 to 4K True Strike item, because right now you're seeing way too much evasion. That's part of why Solar Crest is so powerful. You're seeing people stacking evasion, Butterfly Halberd, and the Solar Crest buff. Like Chappie's Razor the other day had 25K EHP against physical damage.
Yeah.
So I think there's only 2 True Strike items. Both are super expensive, and only some heroes have a natural build-up to them. I actually think you need, like for Atos for a while, they had Atos partially negate True Strike. I actually think you need that mechanic back in the game to counter evasion stacking.
That's very hard against heroes like PA and Wind
Yeah.
Ranger, though, because if you could get an early game counter those heroes, maybe
Those heroes are
it had to be an
useless.
activatable. You had to activate.
No, I think that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
that's what I mean by either limited either by charges, by duration, or by how they limited Atos was it only was like 40% evasion got negated.
gotcha.
I think you need something like that because evasion stacking is
I've
getting
got
way
good
too big.
news.
Monkey King Stick.
I've got great news.
Yeah, what's up?
We have a draft.
We have a draft.
Oh.
Let's check in with our boys at the War Room.
I'll never build my hero. Oh, dang.
I don't have a hero this time, though. Hands are empty.
Hey, you could have had it again.
Come
You should have
on.
had it again. Where is he? There he is.
I put him in the same spot.
We
All
got
right, so
him.
switch up. Liquid taking the Darks here.
Yeah.
Kato
go.
was banned this time around by Navi.
I don't blame them.
Yep.
Nobody likes playing against
All right,
the
hey, since we haven't checked in with you two for a while, what do you think should change this second game?
Just probably no Naga from Navi again. I think it's too risky against Liquid's lineup.
Faster pace.
Yeah.
Easier heroes to rotate for Seneko. I think Night Stalker is good, but like that hero is like you need to have like super crisp rotations. A hero that just makes it a little bit easier is definitely what I would like to see for Seneko.
I think where it gets down the Darks has been taken away. They're unlikely to get the Disrupt again. So yeah, I'd just like to see something totally different, pretty much all round from all 5 heroes. And like, man, that's good. Thanks Assassins to start off.
Great versus Darks here.
Yep, a lot of uncontrollable damage essentially that you can use to punish him and others. He can return and taking the Rubik. I mean, already this is a lot better, I think, for Na'Vi. But it is
the Lycan was left.
Yeah, the Lycan's got through. Something that Na'Vi did ban, of course, in the first phase in Game 1.
Yeah, I just think Liquid have so much potential with this hero. And this is, again, kind of the cardboard Na'Vi open that they've used consistently, offlaner support. It's a lot of teams are using that opening style, but I think Liquid's a team that really does know the drafting styles of the teams that they're playing against.
I love having Darkseer and Lycan together. I mean, this is throwback to 3-4 years ago. People were drafting these two together a lot. The Invis Wolves with the Ion Shell, but then also Darkseer getting early mech timing, and you're able to group around the Lycan and just pretty much siege all the objectives very easily.
I say no normal Lycan either. This is a Matumba Lycan.
It's a Matu Lycan.
Yeah.
The best of the best, so pretty scary stuff. Very interested to see what Na'Vi's going to be for their answer to that. Any particular good heroes against Lycan that you can think of, guys?
I like that ban right there. I like that troll ban.
Troll.
He's a hero that can stand toe-to-toe with the Lycan and can stun him.
Yeah, you can bash him. So then you would think of a natural basher carrier, right? That could help out if you build an early basher.
I mean, now that there is a Lycan and a Darkseer, I might actually be okay with Na'Vi. I mean, I guess, yeah, could they go back for the Disrupt again? We know they like to play, and it is good at catching these two heroes, you know, with the glimpse back to catch the Lycan if he's running away or such, or hold him away from targets.
Check this out,
as well.
Right?
I like Terror. Oh, sorry, Slacks. Go ahead.
Legion Commander, dude.
Legion's good. Legion's pretty decent.
Lockdown for the Lycan, lockdown for the Darkseer, and they're going to go with Tusk.
Unfortunately, they already have their offlaner in the Nyx. I don't think they're
Could be a mid.
How about Lifestealer?
He can't. I mean, he's okay because they have like things to bring him into the fight right now. But Lycan toe to toe with a Lifestealer, you have to be ahead on the Lifestealer in order to man fight him. Lycan is usually going to be ahead of a Lifestealer in that kind of thing because you're taking objectives easier. I like the Terrorblade matchup if Na'Vi's able to get that one, just because it gives you a really safe, really strong safe lane. And we saw at Kiev, even Curtis mentioned it in one of his tweets. He was like, "Oh wow, when Terrorblade uses Reflection and there's a Lycan in the vicinity, you get all the aura buffs. So you get such a massive surge of increase during the team fights during that. So I do like that, and like I said, it gives them objective taking, which they're lacking.
It's a little dicey though, because if Na'Vi take TB fourth, Liquid can easily take Elder Titan.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
A Pujka.
The Putka.
Where's the Puj?
Why this game?
It's really good at, like, versus the Nyx, zoning him out. You literally just walk it in with Rot, and you are completely zoned out of the lane. And Nyx is a hero that you don't really recover after if you can't sit in the laning phase. You go to the jungle, and you're like, yeah, I don't do this.
And it can really punish Tusk, too, because you can hook somebody onto the wrong side of his ice wall, and you can actually anticipate where the snowball is going to come into the fight and just hook somebody out of the snowball.
And again, it's what kind of 3 magical essentially burst heroes for the most part. If this push starts to get the stacks up, if the game goes on again, you've already got this position for such that you aren't going to be able to take down. So it's already going to be an issue for Na'Vi, and the fact that they got the Darkseer as well. You know, you're farming up those quick auras, the burst heals and such. It could pan out to at the moment be a similar issue unless Na'Vi really solve that damage lacking with the final 2 heroes. And as you said, TB, still there.
They need physical. They definitely need really
some kind of heavy physical. Yeah.
I'll say one thing though, Team Na'Vi does have a lot of stuns. They have a lot of control, whereas Liquid is more running around. They got to depend on those hooks that can or cannot be successful. So
I mean, you can still jug. Pycat likes Slark.
Yeah.
I do like that Na'Vi has set the tempo a lot higher. We thought we checked Fog talked a bit about that was needed from Na'Vi, and I think they've got the right combination of heroes to do it with. And even if you play from behind, a Rubik is still going to be able to steal good spells, and a Tusk is still going to be able to snowball, so they're still going to be useful even if you do get behind the laning stage, which would be the case if Pointed Need goes ham in that laning stage.
And they've got deep push at least to deal with Lycan a bit, you know, with Rubik and Tusk. It does help a little.
Hey.
They do go I think that was
go.
pretty expected, to be honest.
You really do have to watch the Elder Titan is a little bit less natural now that they already committed to the Pudge, but
oh yeah, whoops. Yeah. And also, well, Terrorblade now it's different though. You have to have your physical hero on top of it to apply the physical minus armor. They changed the way the mechanic works of the spirit, so it is weird. And Elder Titan's a hero that's I guess like kind of fallen out of favor a lot. And yeah, since they have the Pudge, I think it's really hard for them to kind of grab that. But it could have been really good versus like the Tusk and the Nyx and stuff like that to thwart them.
I mean, do you think they'll just go back for the safe bet like a CM this game, Liquid?
Wait, what did you say? CM?
Crystal Maiden. Yeah,
We actually have not seen CM today,
Yeah,
right?
that's super. And she's been getting through to the late phases of several of our drafts recently, and that's super unusual.
Well, 20% win rate from GH on that hero, right? So.
Yeah. I'd like something that can defend like the roaming potential. Navi right now, if they have like the Rubik and Tusk kind of running around a lot, they don't have anything to defend like the mid laner. Like Pudge can kind of go there, but he needs like a level or two. CM is kind of like just like a jungler. I think the CM can still work though, because it helps Darkseer and Lycan so much.
Yes.
Can you Winter Wyvern here as Liquid?
Yeah, I guess you could with the Darkseer too. Maybe it's a little.
Yeah, they could Wyvern or they could Dazzle as well. Any of those, either of those two kind of saving heroes. Yeah, I think definitely could be a possibility. I think there's the Dazzle, Wyvern, CM.
Not a huge fan of Wyvern, just the hero concept. I mean, he's gotten like a couple like changes and buffs and whatnot, but
yeah,
I mean, it's possible. Just like the hero overall is just. Yeah.
Now that's one of those that I think for any other team I wouldn't necessarily love it, but as well as GH is capable of playing on that hero, and we know Kuro can play Pudge. Yeah, done that before.
No, taking the time hit.
Sweet time. 30 seconds left. Could we see some randoms, please?
Nah.
Unlikely.
Random Mirana, no.
They don't have any ways to clear illusions right now, so I'm trying to think of like what other kind of like support can kind of solve that. Team is like fitting pretty good.
I mean, could they?
Ooh,
wow.
Revealing
this is some Pudge stuff going on here.
It's a miracle PA. Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be.
Oh, that's so
a miracle PA.
Huh.
All right.
But they don't know yet what they're going to be up against mid. Isn't this very risky to do? I mean, they don't have last pick, so I guess they can pick it. Might as well. But
wow.
I think they feel I think they feel super confident in that Pudge pick and its ability to threaten mid early. And PA is one of those heroes that if she gets levels early and you get hooked, you're just dead.
Liquid's turn to battle.
Hey, maybe let's see. What if they do something? Oh,
they've got some weird lines.
Right, they're trying something funky here. They're trying something funky. Enchantress.
They're just trying to. I don't know.
I mean, in theory, none of their lanes need help, right? Lycan, PA, and Darkseer, they're just fine by themselves. So I think we're gonna have Enchantress and Pudge having a field day.
I mean,
just gonna run around.
If Liquid gets ahead, they just melt Navi's 4 heroes.
Yep.
Like their damage is just so huge.
Tinker.
That's gonna be
the Tinker's good. I really like that Tinker. There's, you've already got the heroes that are very susceptible to the burst, both the PA and the Enchantress, and as you mentioned, lack of lockdown could allow Denji to scale up and have a free game. Again, I think it's one of those games that if it goes on, Na'Vi are going to be in a better position, but in comparison to game one, they've got a much better draft to get them to that point.
Right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Now get ready for the cast while we decide who has the upper hand once again.
Oh, what a hard one to decide. I mean, if...
See, I feel like it's the same as previous game.
How are Navi going to survive all those aggressive heroes, all that damage?
This is actually much harder because this is one of those...
Harder than previous?
Yes, because if this is one of those games where it's, despite the draft advantage, it's very hard to call a team that just got stomped. I actually think Navi has the better draft here, but
I think they're not going to make it to late game again.
Go with me, father. Navi,
father! I think Team Liquid has a plan, and I'm not going to doubt a team with the plan. Just that simple. Let's find out if that plan is actually going to work, though. It is over to ODPixel Fog for game number 2.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the casting panel. I'm ODPixel, I'm here with Fogged, and we're ready to take you through game 2 of Na'Vi and the boys on Liquid. We've just seen the lineups, and we can certainly expect ourselves a little bit of fun, especially from Liquid's side. Coming out with the Pudge, coming out with the Enchantress, coming out with the PA. It's what's going on? Is this Liquid testing something a little different out, Fogged?
I'd have to say yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely trying out heroes. I think they're maybe mixing it a little bit too much all in one game, but they have some very early aggression they're trying to go for and pressuring. They have boots already on GH. You can tell they're already trying to kind of make the go and just run at Na'Vi, but yeah, it's definitely a very bizarre lineup for sure.
30 seconds to battle.
And very little disable, but yeah, they're just right away smoking going into the enemy jungle, so Miracle PA. The PA pick was
Do you think that's the most? That's the one that you kind of question the most, or
the Enchantress too, and the third pick Pudge, right? Like there wasn't like anything specific. It's just the Nyx that the Pudge is good versus. Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's bizarre. That's the least I can say.
I like this though. Na'Vi are being careful about how they approach the rune. They are only gonna send the Nyx Assassin down here, General. Will he be caught out? GH looking for the lead in straight away. They've got the slow. And General, I think he's just going to accept his fate here. Knows that nothing he can do will keep him alive in that situation. At the least, will burn a bit of mind control's mana. Slow him down a little bit in the lane. But I don't know. Okay, he's clarity straight up. So easy start for Liquid.
So they wanted to dodge the aggression. It seemed like they wanted to dodge that Pudge and Enchantress and put Nyx down there versus the Darkseer. But a nice early kind of read from Liquid. They get that quick early first blood with that smoke right away.
I mean, how does this lane kind of go for... Oh, mid lane. GH. Going on to Denny. But the bottom lane, Darkseer versus Nyx Assassin. As we saw with the mana burn, can General kind of keep himself in lane by keeping the mana low and having the regen high himself?
Yeah. You can do okay. I mean, Darkseer, you at least have your shrine there, so you can kind of come out on that. Yes. And I think the first blood also makes a pretty big difference, because who actually got it? It was GH, but he did get a little bonus of experience and stuff like that. So once he does get his soul ring, he's just gonna have to. You just have to not let yourself get mana burned over and over again and be efficient with your ion shells. But Nyx does okay with this.
But I feel like these lanes as well, it feels like they should work out a little bit better for Na'Vi. You've got this matchup in the middle lane where Dendi already heavily harassing Miracle back. He's still holding on to the rockets. Yeah, Miracle, he might just be bopped here, and he is. Dendi just holding back and kind of going with the mind games there, saving the rockets for the last second, and nothing that Miracle can do. That's a freebie in the mid lane. And it's not only in the mid lane that's going to be looking good, top lane as well. The pressure that Na'Vi are putting on, making it very hard for Matuma Man to get the farm started this game.
Yeah, that's a really hard matchup for the PA. I mean, you mentioned it in the draft that, okay, we do see Tusk getting
out. Solo killed here by Kuroki, bringing him down very low. Dendi as well has to be careful here. And, well, that kind of positioning, gardening from the shrine. Top lane, GH did come in with a rotation and was able to catch out the Rubik. He's actually eyeing up Pycat as well. Does have a hook available. So Pycat does have to be careful. Not a lot of HP, of course, on this TB. GH, though, does still need to respect the damage that Pycat can punch back with. So just going to hook the illusion. Every little bit of gold counts.
7 gold and experience.
Easy +7. Oh, here we go. Suneko's tried this before. Kuroki still there. The guardian of the shrine. Making sure that they can't move that way around the map at all. Rotation will come in with the creeps to the mid lane, making sure that Miracle has the space.
This mid CS.
I mean, absolutely, this is something. Even though we got the first blood, Dendi, he's barely been able to hit a creep. 15 for 5 against the 3 for 2. And I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that much of a difference, especially when one of the heroes has got a first blood. And it's the hero that's massively behind that picked up the kill.
Top lane, Matu getting harassed. He'll be just fine, but yeah. It's actually pretty surprising to see Miracle do it. I know he pulled the creep wave onto his hill. And, oh man, Dendi gets a nice kill onto GH rotating in. But
I mean, these kills are certainly going to help Dendi out, but
yeah,
the farm difference is massive at 3 minutes in. I mean, how is he getting this much? Surely with the laser play and such, I guess you still got the dagger, but
yeah, you can't really you have a much better animation on PA. Like, Tinker doesn't have a bad animation by any means. He has high damage as well. But if you're able to keep the wave kind of on your hill as Miracle, as the PA, it does make it a lot harder for the Tinker to kind of just walk up. You eat a dagger, just like much. You have to like walk up really far in order to get your last hits.
Hop bomb there, look at this.
Still.
GH, he was going for the invisible iron shell rundown. And trap between the two. Then General will turn with a nice stun, bringing the Darkseer down low, but not enough to kill mind control. And GH with the rotation. We saw him up top, getting himself a kill. He comes down to the bottom, getting another.
Yeah, he really has to do this as the Pudge this game.
Really nice movements.
But man, Dendi's forced back to base. He is 7-2 CS to the 24 and 10 PA. 4-man shield mid carries.
Look at that there, 5th most played Lycan. I feel like it should be higher, you know, only 36. It doesn't seem like a lot, really, for the time that Matuma's been around, but
gets banned. It was getting banned a lot.
That's true, actually, yeah. The times it's been banned over the ages from against Matumba.
Bottom again, General.
That's going to be another one, unless he can play his way out with the Spike Carapace. No, he can't. GH, he's got himself the remainder of that haste rune. At the same time, though, in the middle lane again, Dendi, with the help of Suneko, will kill Miracle. So every kill certainly counting in this mid lane to allow Dendi to start to catch the farm back up. What's the net worth actually looking like between the two mid laners? He is ahead because of these kills. So there we have it. Who cares about hitting the creeps when you're able to blow up the PA?
Yeah, he's getting all the last hits for the kills, and he gets that, you know, I guess, comeback gold in a way, but GH now making that movement toward mid.
I guess, as you say, tactical plays here.
Tactical
Lose
feed.
the CS to fatten up the PA's net worth and then get the kills on it. Smart plays here from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Next level stuff. GH, though, he could actually be in a lot of trouble. Seneco's there as well, and if Dendi can get the last touch on this, he is going to be a very happy mid-tinkerer, and he does as well. So I think Dendi, yeah, the CS is not what you're worrying about here. It's the fact that this is a mid-tinker that's kind of been handed 4 kills to him on a plate in this mid lane in the first 5 minutes. Dendi is loving life.
Yeah, and he's going for the 3 laser, 2 rocket build, so he's just going for the heavy burst versus PA. I think I like it as well, yeah, it's very good.
All right, this is a game where the fights are going to be coming thick and fast. And
Viper gets hooked up top.
Oh, that'll be an easy one for Liquid. Quick grab from GH. He's been hitting some very nice hooks. Croaky with the rotation as well, just forcing Pycat back. But yeah, a lot of exciting things already coming out of this game as both teams finding positive action. This Pudge, GH, doing very well with his movements. Well, 4.5 at the moment. And of course, once he gets the points in the passive, has already some of those stacks built up. Miracle to grab an Arcane Rune will allow him to go a bit heavier with the harassment onto Dendi in the middle.
And now he's got the raindrop as well, too, so it's much harder for them to just kind of like burst him down top lane. They're trying to go for Pycat, lift coming out from Biver.
See if they can turn it around here. GH won't be able to hit the hook, too many creeps around. And yeah, that Biver rotation, just securing the safety of Pycat here. Still has a couple of tangos. He's actually chomping through the third at the moment, so he'll be fine. Seneco's also there sitting behind him, just in case. They see an opportunity to go. Matuma Man just about to hit the level 6. And one more creep and he will have it, so he'll be feeling a little safer. And also more prepared to go for the kills. Well, actually, sorry, no, he needs that last one. Now he's got it. Now he has the ultimate. Might not matter though, he's blocked up, he's looking to be hooked out. Oh no, GH! Oh, he was hitting the hooks earlier. But, I mean, he did get the range creep, but I don't think you can blame that for going the other way. He did just aim just a little bit too high there to catch the Lycan, and he was unable to get the save.
Lycan got pathinged. He tried to like click around it, and it just like moved him completely around instead of into the corner of it, where GH could get a better angle. So it was it wasn't really on GH too much. I think it was just very, you know, shards kind of do that to you sometimes. They displace you really hardcore. Pycat now looks like he's going to be getting run down. His meta is going down pretty soon. He's going to
look to punish here. Pycat struggling for the TP. Can they get any sort of cancel in? Nah, too many blocking it. I mean, I guess that's one of the problems really playing Pudge in this game. You've got an Enchantress and a Lycan with Wolves, so there's a lot of units on your team that they have to be careful where they place them. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard for you to get the hooks in these early skirmishes. Kind of plays against you. Mid lane again, we saw Dendi get Miracle very low, forcing him back.
Raindrop for the win, saving his life.
Absolutely there.
But yeah, if you look, it's 48 CS on the PA and only 19 on Tinker. But like you said, Tinker has 4 kills, so he's just still ahead. Yeah, he's just a little bit ahead of the PA.
Bottom lane, Mind Control, of course, having a lovely time. Level 8, getting the XP advantage over General, and in fact, going in here with the Vacuum and the Iron Shells. General falling very low, and Spike Carapace would have been enough to save him. Mind Control, actually, fortunately for himself, out of range there when the Spike Carapace was used. He's got another Surge. Pycat's going to come in, actually looking for the body blocks. Is it going to be enough? Mind Control gets the rundown and gets himself a solo kill onto the Nyx Assassin. Nicely outplayed. Seneko heading down, but it's a little too late. In fact, Mind Control's ready to go in again. Surging GH forward. They can look for the hook. They can go for the double Iron Shell play. Let's see if they can, if Pycat's aware.
Seneko knows something's up. He pings it right away.
They know that there's something going down here. Pycat has to be very careful. Yet to put a point in the Sunder. What level is Pycat? He is the 6. Oh, he's still got the point to spend. Yeah, so he can still go for it in an emergency. And looks like GH, he's going to back off, realise that Na'Vi are aware of his movements, and won't look to waste any more time down on the bottom lane.
Middle tower is under attack.
So mid lane will be the next bit of focus for him. Biver just been picking up some levels as it is at the moment. And meanwhile, up top, Dendi, the one to make the rotations. TP's in, mega kill streak as he blows up the Enchantress. And yeah, Dendi, 5 kills, 9 minutes in. Really, really good, even though he did have that CS loss in the middle lane. It really doesn't matter. Oh, here we go. GH spotted out by Sneko. Sneko will be able to trap him up. Over there as well. And so they have the damage to fight through it. Oh, this rotation from Mind Control ending up killing off Pycat. So they'll get the big kill here. Liquid almost certainly will lose GH with Denny coming through as well. We'll see if he can get the deny. He's certainly going to make them work for it as they come in. Can he try for it? No. Too much burst from Dendy with the laser to the back. Brings down the Pudge. Keeping it 7 for 7, but that was a lot of attention drawn there for Na'Vi, focusing on getting that Pudge kill. Elsewhere, losing Pycat, position 1 to Mind Control, losing a tier 1 tower as well. Liquid will be happier with that. Now the Iron Shell rundown, Biver is going to have a lot of fun here. Actually has to pop down the ward. You're going to have Mind Control surging forward with a vacuum. Biver getting brought down incredibly low, and in fact, the walls nearly get him.
They're going to catch him.
Oh, no.
This is what I was talking about. Like the Iron Shell Wolves playing as support versus this, like even back in the day was so terrifying. But now that the Wolves have Cripple as well, makes them easier to even catch you on top of that. And yeah, poor Biver. I feel for you, buddy. I've been there.
Very, very painful. Mind Control with that 10-minute mechanism, top of the net worth.
And they're just keeping it going. Look at Pycat. He's getting ran down by Wolves. Half HP. Now they're chasing General with the Wolves.
It's some dirty stuff.
My finest creation.
Iron Shell, the Invis-Walls. General is going to take quite a beating here. As, well, fortunately for him, the Iron Shell does wear off. But at the least, the Wolves biting into him, pushing him back. Miracle with the Vlad's complete. So the Auras, coming online. As I mentioned, with Mind Control having that mech, so they can group up and look to go. He's going to jump in on Sneko, hoping for the crit. Won't quite get it, and it might not matter. Sneko not going to get that far away at all. Mind Control's there with a vacuum back, and they'll get the kill onto the Tusk. Liquid now in position to try and take this tier 1. Dendy and Biver doing their best to defend, but Liquid have the numbers.
He's got bots finished up, level 3 March. They should be able to push this one off the tower.
Nice little steal low here for Biver. We'll be able to get the Wolves himself, so can get a little vision out.
General, Invis.
Liquid ready to go. Here's Matuma Man. Pots the old good hook here. GH catches Dendy. Dendy's out and down. And Liquid, they're going to get more here. Biver takes a stifling dagger to the throat. There's 2 out and down for Na'Vi. Liquid claim the tier 1 with this push. Now with a sudden jump here to a 7k net worth lead.
Oh man, look how, Mind Control getting cut by stun, keeping right in front of him.
Oh, you're going to see down bottom, Pycat being chased down as well by the Pudge. No mana for the hook, so. And the Cant's also Pudge, so Pycat will be able to TP.
And they get a DD rune, and they're going into Roche. They've got the mech finished up on Mind Control. It is on cooldown for a bit longer, but now it's nighttime. There is no house guild on Matu yet, but
they might be able to contest this now. They do have a couple around the pit.
Doesn't seem like they know.
Yeah, it looks like they're not heading there at all.
Perfect opportunity for Liquid. Just that sheer aggression coming out. The way that they're shutting down General. General, I feel like, is like so crucial to Na'Vi just as a team in general. Like, if he doesn't have a good game, they usually end up struggling. He's just getting run at.
Yeah, look at the Iron Shell. He might just die if they get the vacuum.
He's just...
that spike current press. Will it be enough to save him? Oh, no!
Mind Control.
Oh, my goodness. Mind Control he's having a beautiful game. 6-0-4. Those solo kills in the lane. Now to just the combo play with Matuma Man's Wolves. It's disgustingly beautiful. And Liquid 12 for 7. Thanks to this. I mean, what do you do against this sort of Darkseer play with the start that Mind Control's got? How do you deal with him? It just feels like he's already becoming the issue that kind of 13 minutes into the last game one at the Bristleback was. He's just this hero that you can't kill, and he's got methods of running at you and nothing you can do to hold him back.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult. Yeah. I actually personally think this is Mind Control's best hero as well. His Darkseer, he's always plays really well around his team with it. And having Lycan, like with the Wolves, they're able to just scout out and get so much information. They always had eyes on General pretty much every single time he's gone into Vendetta, or even before that. They're just like, okay, their big playmaker is on the map, so we can just kind of like move around that and make our own plays. We don't really have to worry too much. Pycat unable to really get his Metamorphosis off and hit any towers. It's always just been Liquid making the first moves at this point.
No, he's just having to do his best to defend his own towers.
And Sneko dies to Wolves again with Iron Shell.
Oh, man. This is getting brutal. Mid lane, General being jumped upon. They don't have the vision, so he'll be fine. They'll move into position up top. Biver, he is going to be dove upon. There is no way that this Rubik can get himself out of there. The crit flies through from Miracle. And Pycat has to get himself out of it. He's going to TP out. He should make it. Matuma won't be able to hunt him down.
He got a solo kill onto GH at least, so a small little gain there for Pycat, but the rest of his team is definitely just getting ran at.
Yep.
Liquid now going to be able to claim more towers, having these auras, and Mech finished up on the Darkseer, and Drum even finished on KuroKy, so they're just trying to push their advantage, claim all the objectives possible, because they do have the better objective-taking lineup again. Even though there is a Terrible on the side of Na'Vi, he is so shut down that it's not really allowing him to do that.
Looking to go on General. We'll turn around, get the 2-man stun. The Impetus coming through. They'll pop the Aegis on Miracle. One more Impetus will kill him off, and there we have it. General down. Aegis pop, though. Liquid still finding the tower, finding a kill. Highcat popping the Metamorphosis here. But this defense, Miracle ready to go back in. He's surged up. The Iron Shell is on him, but he's not going to jump into the march.
GH wrapping from behind. He's invis. He sees Dendi. They want to make this aggressive play, but there is a sentry down.
Miracle really wants to jump on someone.
Oh, he actually walked into tower range. Oops.
Highcat still keeping up very nicely, though, with the farm, considering the pressure that Liquid are putting on. You see where he is. He's only a few hundred behind Mind Control. Mind Control is having a ridiculously good game, so this is certainly good news for Na'Vi. Their Terrorblade is still where they need him to be. It's just that the 15-minute in mark, that the supports of Liquid are just able to do so much more than the Tusk-Rubik combination that Na'Vi have.
And General, too. General's just, this next session, he's completely shut down. He's 2,500 net worth. He is way below the supports on the side of Liquid. KuroKy, maybe they can find an opportunity on him here.
Well, stun will connect, and of course with the burst, they'll get it.
Having a nice defensive ward in their jungle, they were able to watch KuroKy's movements. But they had to commit a lot for that. That's all 5 heroes being rotated down, and now it's Liquid looking for the aggressive play.
Yeah, they're going to head straight in. Surging forward, looking for action. Dendi solo, and again, the vision for these wolves is going to allow the dagger to just fly in, and an easy kill for Miracle. General could be in trouble as well. Biver chased down by one of the wolves. General goes for the TP out. They'll get him with the dagger slow. Biver trying to hold back Miracle, but he surged forward. He doesn't even need a crit hit, as the right clicks are too much. A double kill for Miracle. Liquid keeping the pace going. And no sign of slowing down. Again, 16 minutes in, this fast-paced gameplay that Liquid's bringing is proving to be a little bit too much for Na'Vi. And once Miracle has that Desolator, he is going to be one-shot, two-shotting some of these heroes on Na'Vi.
I'm just keeping eyes on these wolves.
Yeah.
Just going to follow them around. They're getting so much information from this, not to mention tons of kills and pressure onto Na'Vi. Mid lane, General. Showing on the map. They do know that he's there. No dust and hook off the mark. But the wolves do scout out Highcat now. They're standing on him.
The slow whittle down there with the iron shells. I mean, it's so annoying as he just can't stay out and farm. As he knows that as soon as there's vision on him with the wolves, bam, a PA can come jumping in on top of your head.
I'm glad to see how well they are using that. They have eyes on General here with the Sentry Ward as he's going for KuroKy. But yeah, Liquid, I mean, they're really abusing the fact with the Lycan Wolves. That's a big reason why people do ban Matu's.
Oh, and look at this as well. They try for the vacuum into the Centaur stun. But yes, insta-spike Carapace from General. Make sure that the catch won't occur.
Nice play by General, surviving. But still, it's Liquid.
Yeah.
On the aggressive. Look at Seneko trying to cut top wave here. He's trying to TP out now. He should be able to get out.
Ooh. If he got that hook, I'll tell you what. But yeah, just a little bit late and couldn't quite find the angle with the creep surrounding it. We got here. Here's where the fun begins for PA. Miracle, Vlads, and FaZe and Deso. The golden timing, 18 minutes in. Heroes are going to start melting if he hits that crit with the hit. GH, eyes onto General. We'll get the dust out onto him. KuroKy's there as well. Dendi is going to try and join in and commit for this fight. Looking for Kuro, starting to heal up and looking to juke her out on the sidelines. The Rockets are going to head the way of KuroKy. Only getting the vision onto GH. They do get the drag back. But KuroKy, with the treads and the drums, he's now at a point where he can't just instantly be blown up. They've lost 2. GH will be brought down almost only. No, the burst heal there from Mind Control, keeping him alive. General tries for the TP out, but the crit flies through from Miracle. And again, just another onslaught being caused by Liquid. And very little Na'Vi can do to stop it. And it is right, as I said, with those treads drums on KuroKy, the fact that Dendi can't even find that easy kill on the Ench anymore.
Yeah, he's super tanky. I mean, with the little big burst of Howl heal, the Guardian Greaves coming out for mind control. It's too much right now for Na'Vi to deal with. This looks like they're going to have to just sit. This is like a high ground defense game already, it seems like, with Tinker, Terrorblade trying to catch up and just wait for Liquid to make mistakes because they don't really have any chance to make aggression. Have they even like hit a tower with meta? I'm going to take a look at
what kind of damage have they done? Bottom lane's
almost dead. Top lane's half HP as well, but yeah, Liquid's just not letting them go for those type of pushes or anything.
No, yeah, it's not where you want to be if you're a TB.
Yeah.
You want to have taken at least a tier 1 at this stage of the game. As Pycat still keeping up with the Matumba man, but it is Miracle that's starting to climb ahead as he's been picking up these kills with the PA.
Yeah, once they get the AC, maybe they don't go wait for the full AC, but once they have the BKB finished up on PA and the AC,
yeah,
it's
those two items.
Very difficult. But they are going out to Miracle right now. He's very out of position. They're going to be able to bring him down here.
And Lesk could jump himself out. Look at the jump across and the hook away. Nice disengage from Liquid. Very smoothly done. And a stun there as well, just to make sure there's no chase down. And that's got to be painful for Na'Vi. What they threw kind of 5 heroes in, try and get the kill, and now it's Liquid that are ready to turn. Instantly onto Snako. 2 crits coming from Matumba man. And that Tusk just got eaten apart. GH coming forward, tries for the hook. Won't get the connection.
That damage from Lycan with the Mask of Madness armor, just...
The physical that these 2 heroes are going to offer. It's... I mean, that armor on the Terrorblade it's not going to be enough. These heroes are still going to be able to bring him down when Pycat's there at the front lines.
Especially when they have, like... They already have the Death, as you said. They're going to have the AC very soon. Sure, he has like 21, 24, but he's very squishy. He's only 1,300 HP still.
Yeah, and you're getting some big crits from both. Top lane Dendi. And it's going to look to get this lane pushed out with a March. Miracle. A recipe away from the BKB. Hood's now complete for mind control.
Going for the full pipe so they can siege versus Tinker.
I don't know, man. It just feels like today that in this series, Liquid they've just turned up as the stronger side. As Na'Vi, again here in game 2, really struggling to just keep up with the way that Liquid's been playing. This hyper-aggressive style, 21 minutes in, 21 kills. And both games, you know, Pycat, he's had the Nag, he's had the Terrorblade, these heroes that need the farm, that they don't really excel in these sort of fights at this stage of the game at all. And it's making the games hard for Na'Vi. They need to somehow prolong this game. Dendi on the Tinker, certainly a way of doing it with that high ground defense as you talked about. But as you also mentioned, you know, Liquid, they're itemizing against it. They are going to have methods of approaching the high ground and not having to worry about Dendi too much. As soon as they get a glimpse of him, a BKB PA jumps upon him and a couple of crits and the Tinker's down. Yeah,
and he's got the BKB, and they're going to have Aegis to be able to do that with AC almost finished up on
Lycan. Wait, he's got the BKB?
He's got... Oh, I thought
I was going to say.
I thought I saw it. But pretty close still. He's only 700.
Yeah.
But I like the way that Liquid, they've really played around their strengths this game. Like Miracle, he did die a few times in the mid lane. They did make a couple like weird rotations, just Na'Vi responding well, but they played it mostly around mind control because they're like, all right, Na'Vi went for an aggro tri-lane, so we're aware that Matu's going to get kind of shut down here. So let's just play to our big strengths. We're going to play around the Ion Shell. Even Matu as well. He throws the wolves down there, lets the Ion Shells get wolved up, or lets the wolves get Ion Shelled up, and he's able to claim that aggression there.
I mean, I think already, I guess the Lycan's certainly a hero that if you're playing against Liquid, you had to really think twice about letting them have. But now that this combo is just having such power, I think you'd be a bit of a fool in the future to let Liquid get Darkseer and Lycan as a combo because they just play it so well.
Yeah, they work so well together. And these guys
they're so good with them.
Yeah, these guys are Lycan masters. They know exactly what they want to do with this hero. They get the hook on General.
Lane, yeah, General isn't going to be lucky with the quick escape. Does hit a nice 2-man stun, but Miracle's in with the damage. And General out and down. And as we've kind of witnessed, it really has been a tough game for the Nyx Assassin. Yeah. Very little that General can do at this stage. He can push out lanes, but gets jumped upon. And in pretty close tandem as well, 400 gold. And this tower will certainly help him with it. Matumba man, he's pretty much got the completed Assault Cuirass. So 23 minutes in, Liquid's lineup is just going to be at this peak that is a fair few levels ahead of what Na'Vi have at this time.
Yep, they're getting all the needed items to be able to break that high ground. Pipe soon finished up too on Darkseer. They've got the Aegis. This is going to be go time for them. But it's still tough, you know, breaking versus Tinker is still no joke. He's got Blink and Aether Lens on Dendi as well, so he can sit a bit further back to be able to set that up. But here we go. Oh man, they actually might be able to get some catches here.
Oh, with this
Na'Vi's starting to leave their base.
GH. So what he finds here, he would love to hunt out Dendi. Just try for a fish in the trees. Won't find him out there. Pycat and Seneko actually still out in the front lines. We're going to see the wolves come looking for them. We'll see if he searches in the tree line and won't catch a glimpse of Pycat, and Pycat will be able to get himself out. They'll try for the vacuum. Good attempt from Mind Control, but they're just a little too far away to clip them.
Yeah, they're trying. Yeah, Navi's trying all they can to just keep these lanes pushed as best as possible, but...
Miracle's going to go in here. He sees the spike carapace use, jumps forward. Very ballsy play here. Knows he can rely on the BKB and also the backup of the Kuroki. The chain stuns, though, might cause issues for him. He's falling down very low. Beautiful chain stuns done. And, they'll pop him once. Aegis down. Now does have backup. Kuroki and Mind Control, along with GH, are now there. The shards will block him up. Miracle still holding on to that BKB. Look at the jump out.
They can play patient now. They saw Meadow was used, so they probably just have to wait that one out, farm the jungle a little bit, and then maybe try for it afterwards. But now the Aegis is gone, so they might actually just have to stall and wait for the next one, because they just have to try to get for a catch pick up on the Tinker or the Tower Blade in order to be able to break that obnoxious Tinker high ground.
And Miracle's very close to having gold for the Basher. 2.5k about towards the 2.950. He's already picked up the recipe in the Javelin. 200 gold to go, and he'll have the belt. Basher as well.
GH getting surrounded.
I'll take him out here. Biver with the Stolen Dismember. Locks him down. Miracle wanting to punish this. He's going to head up, and he's going to look to try and play around with him. Dendi very low on the mana. Dendi gets a quick blink out, and that will just save his life. Dendi able to TP himself back to base. General stuns to hold him back on the PA. He'll move out with the Vendetta, and he's going to escape. Miracle now has the bash delivered out to him. Jump forward. And an easy pick for Miracle, cutting down Biver's Rubik in a couple of swipes. That could have been a lot worse for Na'Vi. Getting Dendi out of there, absolutely crucial. As soon as this Tinker's off the map, Liquid know that they can just barrel down a lane and cause issues in the jungle. Kuroki playing around with Pycat. He's going to go for the TP out, and will make it. Kuroki with nothing under his command at the moment that could be used to stun him. In fact, walking around here with a TB Illusion and a Siege Creep. Interesting choice here for Kuro's army.
I saw him also grab I think it died, but he grabbed one of the, the Hellbear, the little Hellbears, I don't know exactly what those are called, the potato.
The mud golems.
The potato, you know, the Hellbear Smith, the yellow one, because it gives that
one.
bonus magic resistance around you. So I guess maybe they're going to try to go for that versus the Tinker. I think that's what he might be planning for.
Okay, smart stuff.
What are those called? I actually don't even know. Hellbear.
They're just Hellbear Smashers as well?
They're just Hellbears. They're just a Hellbear.
Okay, normal Hellbear.
They're potatoes.
Potato,
tomato,
potato. Tomato, potato. Oh, here we have a smoke from Na'Vi looking to catch out. Well, at the moment, it's just Kuroki down here.
Oh, he looks
he
pretty
should
dead.
Be totally dead.
All eyes on Kuro.
Surely there's no way he gets out of this. He is a goner.
Goodbye, Kuro.
No way he escapes. As the Doe gets punched. Link Dagger is now there for GH. But Na'Vi at least finding the kill. Every kill counts for climbing themselves back into this game and just bringing apart the 5-man siege that Liquid's trying to get together. Miracle, though, straight into the jungle and ready to try and punish. Biver goes for the TP out. He's going to make it. I'll get the vision in time. And no detection for General. So General able to walk his way out of there. So Seneko grab himself a haste rune.
I think Kuro might buy a gem pretty soon.
Yeah.
Just wanting to get these wards, kill those. They saw that Na'Vi obviously with that last play when they go for that killing the Enchantress. Ideally they want to go ward out right afterwards. So I think that's the read that Liquid will probably go for and just get a gem, try to close out a little bit more of that map control. Wait for next Roche with the Aegis and Cheese, and go for that high ground siege.
Poor old Rubik. 28 minutes in, has picked up the Tranquils. It's been a game where Biver's certainly been starved for gold.
Every time, though, look at the Wolf. Matu just scouting them all out.
Makes it so easy for Miracle to find the jump in when they go. And, what kind of double sentries being placed down for a D ward as such? I guess it is different areas of the map. I'd say it's intentional. Definitely important to make sure that these wolves aren't allowed free roam around here, as they do enable so much information to go the way of Liquid.
Yeah. I mean, it's still like, you know, they have to waste a lot of money on those sentries just to kind of not really do a whole lot. GH now puts the gem into his quick buy, so he's going to be the one grabbing it for his team quite soon. What else do we got being picked up shortly? Matu BKB might be a big one as well, just be able to rush that high ground and brute force it.
Yeah, just ult and charge right, go up to the Ancient and start killing off heroes on the backlines.
Dandy getting close to an Aghanims though. That's going to make it definitely harder for Liquid to try to go for that type of siege. They just have to be able to not let them get on top of him.
They look at the grab on Croak as well, trying to drag him down to lower ground. They will actually be able to force him out here. They'll bring him down low, but the Greaves and the heal is going to be enough to keep Kuro alive. The wall's being dropped. General getting himself away for the timing with the spike carriers, but Miracle's pot the BKB, jumps onto Dendi, turns towards General. Double kill for the PA, and he's not done yet. Ready to jump in for more. Eyes on Seneko. One more touch to bring down the Snowball Boy. And a triple kill for Miracle. Buyback will be there from Dendi. They'll put the fortification. Miracle, he'll be ready to jump on Dendi. So Dendi has to be close. How close he does get. GH looks for the hook. Won't grab it. Pycat coming forward, trying to slow them down here with a reflection. But Liquid man up, looking to take the racks. They can't quite do it though. The spam from Dendi is enough to hold them back. With the BKBs out and down. So Liquid do back off. Well, this did cost the 3 lives. The BKB.
And
still
force
not
the
there,
buyback.
but if they can get a hook like that, that could be pretty painful for Liquid. Jump in, a few crits, and that's Pycat down for 50. He does not have buyback here. Abyssal Blade now complete as well for Miracle. 30 minutes, and he does jump in, incredibly aggressive at getting punished, but the hook out's not going to save him. And that's actually Miracle down for 75 seconds. A very, potentially unnecessarily aggressive play there from him. Liquid still hanging around. No Pycat for 30. We'll see if Na'Vi can punish further. They will get the stun out onto Matuma, but he's hooked away from GH. Na'Vi continues to chase down the Dismember into the Snowball, looking for GH. Matuma Man trying to turn though. Pots the Mask of Madness and the Armlet. Dendi, of course, has already used his buyback. If they can bring down this Tinker, it would be pretty huge, but they can't. They won't get him. They'll look for the easier kills. Seneko and Generals will be taken out outside of the base. So they do lose Miracle for a long time, but again, Liquid very much able to punish Na'Vi. Pycat, +3, taken down. Dendi very fortunate to survive. After buying back for that, and they're already, GH nearly actually catching Dendi there. Post TP out, he tried to hook Pycat. Reflection blocking him up.
So much sustain on Liquid with the Howl and with the Guardian Greaves and Pipe. It's just, and even with the Enchantress heal, the Nature's Attendants having that the talent with the +8 from them, they just have so much different healing to be able to continue sieging, and CH
getting some very nice hooks. Won't have the follow though onto Pycat. The spam from Dendi. Again, enough to keep them back. Jumping forward delays. They're falling very low here. Not quite be enough to get himself the kill. So Matumba's out, and the rest of Liquid do escape. Looks like the final General, actually with the wraparound, was able to finish off Kuroki. Looking for mind control. Trying to line up the stun, but here comes Miracle. Turning up to the party, trying to bring General down low, but he pots the Vendetta, he'll get out. Miracle pots the BKB, has to be a little careful here. He's going to be slowed down by the Walrus Sponge. Na'Vi know if they can kill Miracle again, it'll be absolutely massive. General is looking to line up the stun here, and they're going to be able to get it onto Miracle. Mind control shifting himself away, but the telekinesis holding Miracle back does get the jump across. Miracle still trying his best to get out of there. The shards fly through. Miracle's going to get taken down. Big kills for Na'Vi. Mind control up to the high ground, but General's there with the Blink Stun. The Shrine Heal keeping him alive for the moment being. Na'Vi continue to move forward. They're with the Vacuum onto 2. BKB popped by Matuma Man and ready to punish Na'Vi for chasing down these kills. I mean, getting the PA is fantastic, but again, it does cost them heavy casualties. Triple kill for Matuma Man.
Pycat doesn't have his TP on his inventory.
Oh, okay, and GH. I'm going to play around with them. Does have to be careful with that Metamorphosis. TP's coming in. Can Pycat do anything to get his way out of it? Oh, that's nice. Shoves himself down to the low ground, but not nice enough. GH is there with a hook. Does still have to play around with this very carefully. Now he'll turn around, have a chomp on the big old beast, and Pycat finally removed again. 50 seconds out and down.
That chase went from the tower all the way to their base. That was how long was that chase? How long was this fight? I wish it showed duration of team fight, like 3 minutes and 2 seconds. I mean, that was incredibly long.
You could give credit for Na'Vi though. Some, chasing down, killing Miracle again. It's big kills, but it just isn't enough at this stage with the lead that Liquid have, and the fact that at the end of each fight, it is still Liquid picking up the favorable numbers. 35-14, 25k net worth lead at the moment.
They got a lot of experience from that too, and Dendi got a lot of it himself. So he finished up his Aghanims before that fight started, and then now he's like a little bit under halfway on the way toward that Hex. So a small little gain coming out for them, but yeah, like you said, Liquid just still maintaining a firm grip on this game. They do get the 3rd Roche now, so Aegis and Chi is going to be grabbed up, so they can actually go for those type of diving potential
Basha.
easier. Basher as
Lycan
well.
Yeah.
And Dendi won't have buyback still for another 2 minutes, so if they do go right away and they're able to bring him down, that will be it.
Yeah, absolutely. Another kill on Dendi could end the game. Dendi will know that and has no need to be on the front lines. Can play it safe on these defenses.
Kuroki has a Shiva's guard. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, yeah.
A full Shiva's
Well,
for
there we have
the Enchantress.
He's not dying. That's pretty much a cert. We'll see here, Liquid with the smoke, trying to find a hook for the low ground. They've got the ward out. Let's see if they get baited by the illusion. They won't. Kuroki actually able to steal it here, and very nice as well, giving them essentially advanced vision on the high ground for the movement that it wants to make. And straight in, onto the bottom lane, forcing out the fortification. Get the steal on the Howl. There's the
they're trying to snowball him in.
The snowball onto snowball. That could just about work. Oh, this is some smart little play. Usually used the low side, but look where Miracle is. Miracle, he's running straight into the fountain. What's he doing? Look at him go. He's just tanking up the fountain here on the PA as Liquid just dive into the base of Na'Vi, forcing them back. I mean, Miracle just trusting in the evasion there as he just turns his back and tanks up the hits. And this probably will be it with Dendi down for a full minute. They did get him out again. He's still waiting a minute and 15 seconds before he has the option to buy back. And this could be Liquid very well closing off the game here. They'll move into the middle towers. Tier 4 starting to fall. Na'Vi only left to defend with the 3 of them. And it was a little more hopeful of a defense from Na'Vi here in Game 2 in comparison to Game 1, but at the same time, that's not saying much, and Liquid are just, they really have just played on another level today here.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I couldn't say it better myself. Yeah. Liquid looked extremely good. Their movements were just really crisp this game. Like everything that they did, they knew exactly who they wanted to play around and exactly how to shut down Na'Vi. That was clinical.
Yeah, really the whole series. And Liquid doing it in interesting styles as well with this draft, something a little bit different. Certainly worked out. Miracle PA, as we saw, farmed well in the middle lane, but it did die a lot. At the end of the day, it didn't matter though. Miracle being Miracle was able to catch up in farm, get the great timing on the phase Vlad's Desolator, and very little Na'Vi could do to stop him. And also, I think very crucial as well, as you were mentioning, just the fact that Darkseer Nyx Assassin lane went as well as it did for Mind Control.
Yeah, and having just the way that they play around with the Wolves, just the vision game, and then GH's movements were very good around the map, and then having the early Vlads, getting an early DD rune after their clear advantage, getting early Roshan, just everything went in favor of Liquid this game.
They really did. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first series done for today. Another break of the trend. We will see a 2-0 here for Liquid. And I think we're able to bring the panel in. The panel, are you there?
Hello?
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 We're always here,
Excuse
Owen.
me?
Hi.
No, not again.
Not again.
Excuse you, what?
Nothing, sir. You
Nothing,
missed that.
sir.
Please
Okay.
no.
Dude.
He knows.
Oh, great.
They do know.
You know.
He knows.
I saw the prompt. Don't worry.
Yes. Right, thank you for that cast. It looked like Liquid was having another dominating performance that game.
Yeah, 2-0. Dominating series. Very easy games for them as it saw. And Na'Vi it feels like they just didn't have the right sort of strategy to tackle Liquid. It just didn't work both times.
Go take a breather.
Wow.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you indeed. All right. That game, I mean, we talked about it beforehand. You guys all both thought that Na'Vi was going to do it this time because their draft was a lot better.
That's debated by
I just went with Nahaz. I mean, he had such a great.
That's how it
he had a
happened, right?
great argument, and I was like, oh.
No, but what
okay.
went wrong? I mean, Liquid had obviously got a solid draft as well, but Na'Vi, you said they had a chance. It looked like they didn't have a chance at all.
No, I think that game was about a couple things. Something that we should have mentioned in the draft is that Liquid is extremely good with Matumbaman on vision heroes. Like the biggest play of the whole Manila Major last year was his Slark providing vision for this gigantic mind control Ravage. Again, you saw the impact of the Wolves in that game. And look, Kuro is the #1 winningest player in the history of Pro Dota for a reason. He's sitting on 894 wins right now.
Damn.
If Liquid sweep tonight and tomorrow, we're going to be able to see him get his 900th career win. There are only 5 other players above 800, okay?
Wow.
His ability to make these just game-changing reads, to me, is so huge. I mean, he keeps pressure on the mid lane early. Even though Denny is getting all these kills, he says, no, we need to keep the pressure on that mid lane matchup with my creeps, with rotations from GH Pudge, or Miracle is going to get slaughtered against this Tinker. And he gets this huge CS advantage even with the early deaths. And then even in the mid game, right, right? When you see Kuro give up a pickoff in his Enchantress in the Radiant jungle, and the rest of Liquid's team rotates down 4v5 to get a kill on Dendi's Tinker, that's your captain saying, no, they used all their stuff on me, their stuff is down, let's go kill their Tinker. Just a stunning read from the game's best captain right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gotta disagree with you there, Nahas. It was, you know, he did what he could, but it was really the carries.
It was the carries. It was a bit of a running side of the game, but we do have a clip for the drawing board.
Yes.
Selected.
Let's go.
So let's go into the drawing board. We are in the mid lane. It's 30 minutes in. At this stage, I mean, you already got that 26k lead. So this is really where Na'Vi should be trying to get their high guard defense, and it's all come down to that guy. That's like really all that matters.
Well, the important thing about this, right, is that you've already got PA down for this. So you've got your big farmed hero down, and you get a save by the Pudge. He hooks back Matumbaman. So, oh, God. And they're actually able to turn this fight and pressure Na'Vi all the way back into the base. They get the kill on Bibber because of good positioning by Kuro. And just look at the damage that Kuro's doing. Just keeping the pressure on here. The Wolves are zoning as they are in all these fights.
The vision from the Wolves as well, the entire game was so spot on.
That's a good example of a situation where a lot of other teams, right? That's another example of where Liquid are fighting 4v4 and 4v5. That's a good example of a situation where other teams, they're giving up more kills behind losing their PA. Liquid is actually drawing Na'Vi back out of the base and punishing them for trying to engage with PA down. It's just good coordination. And I probably shouldn't call Kuro the best captain of the game when we've got a guy named Fly who, has won 4 majors, but it's pretty close.
It is definitely very close, and someone who can tell us more about that, if we want him to, is Matumbaman. Hello.
Hi, Shiver.
How are you doing today?
I mean, it's a perfectly nice weather in Finland right now.
Nice. Good.
Got him.
So you've had a bit of a break since Kiev. What you've been up to?
Mostly chilling with some of my friends, and now we start to practice again pretty hard because we don't want to get top 8 places anymore.
No, you want. Well, I would imagine you want to still be top 8 and then preferably be high on that top 8.
I mean, obviously, yeah. Even like DAC Kiev, like DAC was first ever career LAN last place for me.
Oh shit.
So, it was like, nah, we have to get our shit together.
Yep.
Now or never.
And you started again this week? Is your first week back?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so full of scrims, and some officials, of course, as you did. You did really well here tonight.
Yeah, it was. Well, I think the game was stunningly read by one of the best captains, Liquid Karaoke.
Why?
Sorry, I had.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
So, what's going on, Tumby? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Did you just call him Tumby?
Tumby, we're very personal, me and Matumba man. Hey, Tumby.
Fuck off, Zach.
Alright.
I've been wanting to say that all day.
I see where you're coming from there.
Thank you.
But I gotta disagree with you, Matumba man. I just want to see what you're thinking about how the patch feels right now. I know that Lycan's one of your favorite heroes to play from the past. Is it still one of your favorite heroes to play, or do you have a new love out there right now?
I still love this hero. I was just giggling like a little girl whole game. I'm like, MC, I'm gonna summon 2 wolves, put shells on them, and they just die to enemy shells.
Unbelievable.
It was so funny.
I can tell you're still into it, my friend. Well, that's great to hear. Thank you.
Yeah.
Matumba, I want to ask you, because I want to ask you kind of a selfish question, because I think that this is something that a lot of pub players, including me, struggle with. How you are able to play these vision heroes, your Lycan and your Slark, so well, where it just feels like, in addition to getting a lot of the farm and doing damage in the fights, you're setting up the rest of your team so effectively. How do you think about that? How do you master playing these vision carries and actually setting your team up for fights?
Let's just play some Dota, I guess.
Right, what you're saying, you're a natural, and it happens, and it just happens because you're
some
playing
skills
Dota.
cannot be taught.
Yep.
I made it.
I start zoning out halfway through the question too.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I'm a professor. I'm used to my students doing this.
Hey, Matsumoman, you've got another series coming up here against Team Secret. Are you confident in that one too? You gonna play some more Lycan?
Don't get
No,
really
we'll
stretched,
see.
dude.
It's probably gonna get banned because, like, you know, Secret knows what's up.
Secret
They
doesn't
know who's the real deal, you know?
Damn.
I mean, it got banned in the first game as well in
It
this
did.
series.
First
and
phase.
Look what happens when they don't ban it, right? So, lesson learned. Hey, thank you for taking the time, though. Perhaps again till after the series. We talk to you again, yeah?
Yay.
You gotta win that second
Maybe.
game, though. Pressure.
Maybe.
Thanks, Toby.
Hey,
I'll
thanks,
miss you.
Matsumoman. Have a good evening and good luck in the next series.
Alright. Bye, Phyllis.
Bye-bye.
Phyllis.
You
I
said
love him.
Phyllis.
I know.
What did you say? You said Phyllis.
Phyllis. He's just
Yeah,
such
you
a.
too.
He's a what? He's just such a cool cat. I
Alright.
wish I could be as cool as Toby.
Now,
one
was
day.
he the MVP? That's the question.
Oh.
I mean,
Yes.
for that game,
Yes.
yeah. Overall for the series, I got to give it to Kuro. But
All right.
yeah,
For that game, yes.
yeah.
Now, these are the standings right now. Liquid have got 2 extra points. Obviously, they have the chance to rise even further to get to 5 points total if they win the next series altogether. And that also means that Team Secret, they have a chance to be on top of the board as they are right now.
Oh. Red button, Haas.
Red button, well, yeah, you can press it, but we all know what's going to happen.
Oh yeah, baby.
I'm ready.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
rap
boy.
battle time. Now, for this rap battle, we need everybody here. So, Odie, Pixel, and Fog, please find a place on the red carpet. You know,
Oh.
very fancy.
Ready to get wrecked, boys?
Now, the rules for this are last man standing wins.
Jesus.
You
one
have
way
to leave the stage, or rather, you're out once you can't think of a rhyme in time. Now, we're going to go round clockwise. If this is clockwise, yep, that's clockwise. Great. Starting with Sir Action Slacks.
What? Should we start with you?
No, we're
Should I
starting
start with
with
you? We should start with you.
We're starting with me.
No, I'll
don't
start.
give
I'll
in to
start.
them that easily. Come
All
on.
right, because this is rap
All
battle.
right,
You
we're
gotta stand
starting
up
with
for
you.
yourself.
All right.
All right. When are we starting?
Whenever you want.
Whenever
Okay,
you're ready,
let me
idiot.
feel. Take it easy. I'll get to you, Hazy. Okay. Gotta warm up. Whew. All right. Feel that beat. Nice. Sitting over here with a bunch of 3Ks, feeling like they all got the brains. Oh, sorry, Fod, you got a high MMR. Yeah, it doesn't really count because your pro career never went far because you fucking can't play this game. Eat my shit, Fog. I need a warm up.
Did that even rhyme?
No, it's a warm up.
There's a single rhyme in there.
Shut up. Go.
Odie.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo. Yo.
Yep.
This is gonna be a nice.
Come on.
I'm just feeling the groove.
Wow.
All right.
I'd like to see things from your point of view as Slack's experience past. Oh wait, I can't get my head that far up my fucking ass.
Oh, that was cute. Can I go again? Oh, I never really care what you have to say because they're gonna pick Toby for the finals anyway. You can talk in your little British accent, but just remember your whole career's a fucking accident.
Oh, Slacks.
Yo,
Oh, Slacks.
Haas, you're up.
Yo, listen to these fools. You get the wrong impression. The professor's here now. The school's in session. Talk about MMR. That shit ain't right. He only got the 5K by spamming Omni Knight.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Hazy.
Damn.
Woo. That's fire. Fog.
I don't want to do this. I'm stepping out.
Come on,
There's no
Fog.
way.
Can we
There's no way I'm
have
gonna do
those
this.
three just...
No,
Continue.
you don't get to skip on this either. You can read from your phone, Fog. Go ahead.
I can't do this. There's no way. There's actually no way.
Come on,
There's no
come
way,
on.
dude. I can't do this.
It's a rap battle.
I
You
can't
were
do
all
this.
prepared.
All right. I only have a one line.
All right.
I'm the host of the show. I determine the flow, but the flow is all yours. That was all I had. What?
Oh, Sheaves.
Show and flow, man. Yeah.
Got to rap against Sheaves, and I'm 6'3". Look at this chick. She's taller than me. Why do I gotta fight against the Amazon Queen? Fuck.
You just threw in an expletive.
Shut up, Owen.
Contrary to popular
I'm not
belief,
good.
the F word does not rhyme with everything.
Stats don't matter, as we all know. Oldest trick in the book of snow, like your hair, son. Old man Haas, better get some gauze, cause I'm bringing the... Fuck! Fuck! Nothing wrong with gauze!
Come on, you're gonna rhyme.
Shut up.
I'll go for Nas as well. All right, here we go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
I'ma bring it to you, will bring you the reality. Have you ever needed contraceptives with that personality?
Oh.
There's a reason I'm just gonna sit here. There's no way.
I'll knock you down. I'll pull you up by the roots. I got more style than Bruno's suits.
Oh, shit!
I try to rhyme, but you know I spit faster. When you battle me, it's a disaster.
Oh, shit! I don't wanna...
Are we just going in on slacks?
No, why is it all me?
Okay.
Shit. Fox,
Slap.
I'll eat the
you're
flame,
from
that's
the...
Oh,
it.
you're going back in on Fox.
I'll take the flame, I'm fine with it.
Fox and innocent. All right. All right. From New York, but you got no street smarts. You're so small, playing Mario Kart. Tiny little man, angry little eyes. Oh, God.
You just called me short.
Oh, no, I got you.
I'll just take the heat. I'll take the heat.
Okay, slacks.
Hey, yo.
Slacks. Yeah. Slacks.
Yep. Yeah.
Slacks. You look like you've had a few chocolate portions. Hey, you're the poster boy for failed abortions.
Ooh. All right. A little dark. Jesus. Never been insulted by a 13. Fuck! Fuck! Cancel the segment! I can't! It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Hey,
I
think we just let
I
Alan
got
go.
knowledge. Yeah, I'm all about the knowing. I'm styling all over British kids named Owen. I got numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what he's got in his pants, it is smaller than a pixel.
Oh, shit! Holy shit! Everyone loses but the house. You win.
We call it a draw.
No, it's not a draw. He clearly won.
We call it the house one.
Me and Shiva lose. You guys can win.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
right.
You can look one more.
I think got a couple more, guys.
All right. Shiva, come
All
on.
right,
Give me one more.
you're gonna take a short break.
No.
But we'll soon be back
No.
with more Dota 2.
Oh my God.